The question is, in free space from a point P on the axis of a fixed rigid cone, a particle-like ball is projected at an angle 37 degree with axis as shown in the figure. Apex angle of the cone beta is 20 degree and the distance of point P is 10 centimeter. Now all the collisions of the ball with the walls of the cone are perfectly elastic. So we have to find the distance of closest approach of the ball from the apex and how many times will the ball collide with the walls of the cone. Ball might go like this, it can collide, come here, then again go like this, it can collide, come here, and then it can go like this and then come back, and then again collide and then go like this. So whatever be the situation, we have to find the total number of times it collides with the wall and the closest distance from the apex O. To solve this problem, first of all, since all the collisions are elastic, we can treat this ball as a ray of light which is going and hitting a mirror. The situation will be same. And one more thing, that if we have a plane mirror somewhere like this, and if a ray of light is coming at certain angle, then we know angle of incidence is angle of reflection, so it will reflect back something like this. And suppose we have another mirror here, so then again it will reflect from here. Now if we extend this line and suppose we draw a mirror here, so this part is equivalent to this part and this mirror is equivalent to this mirror. So instead of analyzing these two lines, the incident ray and the reflected ray, what we can do is we can analyze just this straight single line. So it will be easier to analyze this straight line as a whole rather than breaking it into two parts. So let's write this mirror as A and this mirror as B. So when the light ray travels like this, so instead of drawing this line, the reflected one, what we can do is we can extend this line, because we know this part and this part will be symmetric. So it will go like this and we will take the image of the mirror here. So if we flip the cone, basically now this will be, suppose we write it as A1. So again, so moving on, again it will reflect and we can use the same principle. So instead of making the reflected ray, we will extend it again. So let's extend it and then again flip the cone, and this is our B1. Again flip it further, keep on flipping it, this will be A2, this will be B2, A3, B3, A4, B4 and so on. So if you see, the light ray is actually reflecting at each point, but the same is the case when we just make it a straight line. So just we are making a straight line, light is going like this, it's keep on going like this. So first of all, this was the apex O. So when it is closest, when we drop a perpendicular, so if we draw a perpendicular from O, the closest distance will be this distance O, and suppose this is X. Now this distance, it was given 10 centimeter and this angle is 37 degree. So the closest distance is XO, which will be equal to 10 sine 37, which is equal to 10 into 3 by 5, that is 6 centimeter. Now coming to the part where we have to find the number of times it collides. So suppose it collides for the first time, then for the second time, then for the third time. So if we write on with respect to angles, this angle is beta by 2, then this angle is beta, again this angle is beta, between A and B angle is beta, So it will keep on colliding with these walls unless this line has a slope greater than this line. So after this they cannot collide. So basically our condition should be this angle alpha should be greater than this angle, suppose we write as theta. So our condition is it will collide as long as alpha does not become greater than theta. It will collide for alpha is less than theta. Now let's find theta in terms of number of collisions. So for first collision, angle is beta by 2. For the next collision, angle is beta. Then the third collision, angle is again beta. Then angle is beta. We can write, so we can write this entire angle in terms of number of collisions would be beta by 2 for the first collision, and if there are n collisions, then this first collision has been considered, so beta by 2, and remaining n minus 1 collision, for each collision we have an angle beta. So this entire angle marked with the yellow, this will be beta by 2 for the first collision, and then if the number of collisions is n, then these collisions will be n minus 1, so n minus 1 into beta. So this is the angle which is marked with yellow. So this theta will be 180 minus this angle. So if alpha is less than theta, what we can write is alpha should be less than theta is nothing but 180 minus this angle, the angle with yellow, and we have written this angle in terms of number of collisions. So this will be beta by 2 plus n minus 1 into beta. Now let's get the relation between n, alpha and beta. So we have alpha is less than 180 minus beta by 2 minus n beta plus beta. So we have n beta should be less than 180 plus beta by 2 minus alpha, or n should be less than 2 beta, and this will be 360 plus beta minus 2 alpha. Now putting the values, we will have n should be less than 360 plus beta, beta was 20 minus 2 alpha, so minus 2 into 37 divided by 2 beta, so 2 into 20. So this is n should be less than 306 divided by 40, or n should be less than 7.65. That means the total number of collisions are 7. So this is our answer. The number of collisions should be 7, and the closest distance that it will go will be 6 centimeter.